What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP, and this is the last big matchup we'll be covering on being the best scorer in the league. Yeah, I just used my Cogni vibe before I got here, and I'm ready to warm up, do some
we gotta
stretches.
cut. We gotta cut.
Stretching.
What do you mean cut? We just...
Austin, what's up, bro? I'm trying to record this promo for my Cogni vibe. I mean, I'm trying to get the house with my shoes.
I know. I'm telling you to stop. Please, Xander, could you turn off the camera? We're done here for now.
Done? No. What you mean done? Like, I know you're not talking about what Cogni.
No, yes, I am. That was them on the phone.
What did they say? Xander, right? You said the video did great. It had great engagement after I dropped 40 for the promo code.
They were.
Austin, what?
That's the problem, okay? It was too successful. Apparently, they blew past their entire marketing budget in 24 hours. They ran out.
So they don't... Austin, it's just really hard to understand. Are you telling me they don't have enough money to pay us?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. But hey, at least you don't have to use the thing anymore.
It's crazy.
I know, I'm sorry.
I was just getting used to using the thing, you know? I forgot one on the last road trip, and honestly, I didn't sleep well without it.
Well, listen, you can still do whatever you want in your private life, but do not let anyone see you wearing one in public, okay? No free advertising.
That's cold, Austin.
At goal, 6'3", number 12, John Moore.
It's NBA basketball on 2K. And here's a look at some numbers for MP.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And for the Grizzlies, the wing pair, it's Caldwell-Pope and Wells. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Morant in at the point. And by now, we know how much emphasis MP's been putting on his offense. He wants to be the leading scorer every time he takes the court.
And boy, has MP delivered. It's so apparent how much preparation he's done coming into games. He knows all the ways to break down an opposing defense. Anywhere there's a weakness in the D, he'll find it and turn it into points.
This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
Got a hand on it. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to New York.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but They had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
And it's Brown missing. Grizzlies have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And that one, good.
Just too much. Jaren Jackson Jr., a physical big.
White dishes to Tatum. MP against Morant. Here's White. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And one on Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
It's Brown on the wing. Celtics passing it around. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Morant. 6 to shoot. Outside Tatum. Inside. And the dunk by MP.
You love to see MP just attack that rim. Young players, take note.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Jackson. Over Tatum. And there's Jackson on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Jackson's got 6 points.
Well, I don't know if he needed the fadeaway, but the points count all the same.
MP kicks to Tatum. Tatum gets the screen from Kane. Here's Kata. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Coach, I know you're familiar with Caldwell Pope's game from coaching him early in his career.
Yeah, look, Kevin, and he's just continued to get better and better. And like most veteran guys, he's just gotten smarter with the experience that he has. This is a guy who plays with great energy. He's in great shape, and he is tough as heck and is not going to make many mistakes.
Here's Morant. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Elbow shot. And good that time.
Well, the defense is going to give Morant that shot. They're trying as hard as they can to defend the rim. That opens up the mid-range jumper.
And a wide open look for MP. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Celtics trail by 7. Tatum on the wing. Back to White. MP kicks to White. Tatum dishes to MP. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. MP's got 5.
And this is why you gotta be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
MP against Morant. Lets it go with a 3. And it's White with the rebound.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Tatum passes to MP. Out to White. MP outside. Right side Tatum. Tries again. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant passes to Caldwell Pope. It's tipped. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And the rejection by Jackson. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He added 55 points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And here is MP, following John Morant's three. It's sent back by Edie.
Well, with that reach, Edie makes guarding the receiver.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Ty Jerome out there with Scottie Pippen. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Clark in at the center filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific work by Aldama to save that possession.
Memphis shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
White finds MP. Back to White. The three. Aldama with the rebound. And for Memphis, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Jerome passes to Aldama. Fades. The rebound by the Celtics. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
Now here's Jackson. After the miss from Derek White. Good, he hits again.
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches it. MP outside. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And he dunks it down.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Jackson. 8 points for him. Clark. Boucher with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Jerome. Nothing on the board. Jackson looking it over. Back to Jerome. Pass to Jackson. Fires the three. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 4 rebounds in this game. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Morant, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. The Celtics also changing it up. Mars is checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Anthony Simons. And it's Jackson with a sensational play. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we know he can space the floor, but Jackson is still at his best in the paint.
MP passes to Hauser. MP with a screen on Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. MP against Jerome. 5 on the clock. Brown kicks to White. Lets it go from deep.
And you might want to think about working it in. Side more. The threes were falling earlier, but that's changed here in the second.
Aldama finds Clark. Rebound Boston. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
Now here's White. He had 16 points in the win against Golden State. MP sets the screen for Brown. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
This shot used to be a question mark for Brown coming into the league. Now you got to guard him from deep.
Aldama passes to Clark. To the inside. Jerome plays it up and banks it in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jerome against MP. MP sets the screen for Brown, and they double up Brown. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Landale's checked in. MP passes to Garza. Here's K. Jerome with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 34-point game against New York.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
The Celtics with the lead. Nice ball movement by Boston. And MP throws it down.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. Now Aldama. He has 6. And it's Morant missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Jerome. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Aldama. Down low. Here's Landale. And he banks in the layup. Landale's got his first basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Some changes for Memphis. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Jalen Wells comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Ty Jerome. Then for the Celtics, Tatum, he's checked in for Sam Hauser. And it's Simons in for Derek White. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. That sends Jason Tatum to the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's MP with the drive and the dunk by MP.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant, the bounce pass. Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Tatum finds MP. Now here's Simons. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
And Anthony Simons cut his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good men.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball, he couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Guys?
Thank you, Ellie.
You know why Morant makes those dunks look so easy? He's got a 44-inch vertical. That's unbelievable.
Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. To the middle. Here's Heaney. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so, MV will bring it up for Boston. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. MP with the easy bucket inside.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Then for the Celtics, Kate is checked in, and Derek White subbed in for Anthony Simons. Aldama finds Caldwell Pope. Here's Edey. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Boston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
It's Brown on the wing. Here's K. OMP staying with it through the contact.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Back to Morant. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Great positioning on the putback. Edey's got 10.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Wells with it. Now defended by MP. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Outside, White. What a move, MP.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option. What a jam there by Edey. When he hammers it home, you feel the reverberations from here.
White finds MP. Here's Tatum, defended by Aldama. Tatum gets the screen from Kane. Into the lane, Tatum.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Boston Celtics. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We come back right after this.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
For that matchup with the Hornets, on paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they gotta avoid mental errors.
Shaq, you agree with Kenny?
Not on most things, but this case, yeah,
maybe.
Yes.
It took you too long.
Turning our attention to that first half for the Grizzlies. They find themselves in a close one.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically none. There were a few calls they thought should have gone their way, but you can't rely on the refs to bail you out. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the floor for Boston. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. MP out there with Derek White. And it's Queta in at the 5. Tatum down low. Jackson on him. MP kicks to Brown. MP sets the screen for Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
Well, there's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. To the wing on the left. Wells with it. Still yet to score. Back to Morant. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Tatum. White with it. Guarded now by Jackson. MP passes to Brown. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
Great example there of the way MP's game around the rim continues to grow and develop.
Now here's Wells. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Morant. Here's Edey. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Edey's got 14 points.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Pass to MP. MP finishes inside.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 7-point differential. Morant with the screen on White. Now Edey. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's Morant. The shot from the low post is good. 15 points in the game.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Grant, good defense by MP. Boston leading by 7. Tatum passes to K. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And here late in the season, a good time now to follow up on our Rookie of the Year race. Which young players have separated themselves as the best of the bunch? You look at MP all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Yeah, a rookie year can be unpredictable, but he's consistently stood out from the crowd.
Here's Tatum, following the basket by John Morant. And MP throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Morant outside. Morant with another miss.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Back to MP. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Morant.
Well, it's almost impossible to stay in front of Morant. He's just so quick on the drive.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And there's the bucket from MP.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
To the paint. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, when Edey gets on a roll, it's hard to stop all 7'4" of him. He's been fantastic tonight scoring.
The electric John Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with John Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team.
Now here's Morant. 19 points in the game. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to MP. The shot's good. Brown making the play. MP's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Light covering. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. In recent seasons, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay,
after review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Moving it. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. And it's Ty Jerome in for Caldwell Pope.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Now here's Morant. He's got 21.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense.
.32 seconds left to play in the third. Out to the wing. Clark finds Aldama. Here's Jerome. Now Landale. Boucher defending. Aldama passes to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jerome. The Grizzlies with another miss. MP has been leading the charge for Boston. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Scottie Pippen. Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Jerome in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Back to Jerome. Pass to Aldama. Pippen for 3. Rebound Boston. Outside Simon. And MP throws it down.
Simon's becoming such a great distributor of the basketball.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Outside Pippen. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Hauser. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 21.
You really shouldn't expect contact to affect a strong guy like Jackson Jr. too much.
Hey, and MP throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that knob.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Pippen outside. Pass to Aldama. It's stolen by Brown. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And here we go. Jerome. No good. Boston leading by 6. Hauser finds Brown. And here is MP. Simon's on the wing. Off target from outside. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jackson dishes to Pippen. Down low, here's Clark. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Morant, he's checked in for Pippen.
Coming up to the floor for your
Here's MP. Brown inside the line. Grizzlies with the rebound. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. Oh, it's a highlight reel being put together by MP.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Morant. The rebound by Simons. And so, MP will bring it up for the Celtics. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Offense is coming easy and often for Brown tonight. He is dialed in. They should keep giving it to him.
Pass to Morant. Jerome in the corner. Jackson setting the pick here for Jerome. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Here's Morant. Morant bullies his way inside.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Jason Tatum in for Sam Hauser. MP kicks to Simons. Kicks it out to MP. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Jerome passes to Aldama. Five to shoot. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Clark.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
White finds MP. Outside, Simon. There's the triple. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 5 here tonight.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Celtics leading by 9. It's tipped. White the pass to Tatum. MP with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Tatum dishes to MP. Over in the corner, White. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to MP. Jackson against Tatum. And Simons has it in the corner. Off target from three-point range. For Memphis, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Aldama passes to Jerome. Back to Aldama. Now here's Jackson. And And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, usually a guy who's more inside or out beyond the arc. But the mid-range isn't an area that Jackson Jr. needs to avoid.
Tatum passes to K. And MP throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Timeout called by Coach Isolo. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edie's checked in for Clark. Wells comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Ty Jerome. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
It's sent back by Edie. Wells in the corner. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now, here's MP. Brown finds White. MP sets the screen for White. MP passes to Tatum. Tatum gets the screen from K. And Tatum hammers it home.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Morant against MP. Morant looking around. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 6 rebounds here tonight. White wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Pass to Edie. And the dunk by Edie.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's White. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Oh, the dunk!
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Another shot, and down goes the layup.
The rebounds look too easy for Edie sometimes. Taller than even most NBA players.
Morant. In the center of things, Morant.
Well, Morant's built to go and showing what he's made of here in the clutch.
Now MP got it to go off the glass.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. That's good from Morant.
One of the most explosive players to have ever entered this league. Morant shows out every night.
Here's MP. And get the 3. MP against Morant. Rebounded by Tatum. Boston leading by 6. Outside Brown. And here is Tatum. Wells with the steal. It's Morant. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. Now Edey. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
Boy, Edey has a big presence in the paint. I like what he did there.
On the wing, MP. Guarded by Morant. Derek White. Down he goes for 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
It's Morant. 43 seconds left in the game. That's in there.
And this is why Morant gets paid the big bucks, to knock down clutch shots like this.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Connects again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. So he gets them both. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, what I love about MP is he's always working on his game. Every day, year-round.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
It's in! And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 7. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Here he goes, and he slams it down with a one-arm hammer. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
A great win for you guys tonight, MP, and you broke the half-century mark. Does scoring 50 feel different than scoring 30 or 40?
50 feels 2/3 better than 30 and 1/4 better than 40.
Did that in your head fast.
Maybe I'm a mathematician. You should know I'm not just a pretty face, Dominic Hamill. I got brains too.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific work as always, Dom. You never fail to impress. Thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. We'll see you later.
Right here.
MP, right here.
MP, back here.
Yo, T-Man.
Yes. All right. MP, you blew away everyone's expectation during this stretch of games you've been chronicling on your social media channels. Question, what's next for you?
I think it's just about continuing to get better, to work on my craft and find ways to expand my game. There's always more work to do when you're trying to win a championship, so I could rest in the offseason.
That's a legend's answer. Yes.
Right here.
MP,
Question about that
MP,
rest.
right here.
I got another question.
I got another one, MP, right here.